The opinions of others is so subjective, because somebody could wake up today and feel horrible, so you're not validated anymore, and you can have a horrible day, a rubbish day, if you're seeking the validation from somebody else. Because if they woke up in a bad mood and you're speaking to them and you're seeking your validation from them, you automatically be in a bad mood. So the only person that truly can validate you, validate your goals, validate your dreams, is you. Reassurance and validation, two things which come across very similar that are completely different. So let's see what reassurance is and what validation is. So validation is doing something to make another person feel like they should like us, feel that we should be engulfed in them, getting all your validation from this one individual, living and breathing a confirmation from that individual, so you are now holding your value in the hands of another person. That's what validation is. You are validating your existence based off the opinion of somebody else. And seeking validation from one individual or several individuals can be very unhealthy, because it means that you're not 100% your true authentic self. You're not living for you, and you are not being able to be free, because you are waiting for the approval of other people. You are unable to reach goals because you need the validation from other people. You are not happy unless you get these validations from this person, whether it be a friendship, whether it be your relationship, whether it be your family member. If you're seeking this external validation, it doesn't allow your authentic self to be free. It doesn't allow yourself to blossom, because you are constantly living life in the hands of other people. Seeking this external validation is detrimental to self, because, for example, understanding that other people come from their own conditioning, come from things that they do every day. So they wake up and do things that benefits them. So if you live your life simply externally seeking these validations, some person who you are seeking is validation from, your family, your mum, your dad, anybody, they could wake up and not feel good, and then you are being projected negatively into something that you want validated. So for example, you send somebody a picture of you, or you send somebody content, or you send somebody just information about you, and you want this person to validate you, and they could be in their own preconceptions, so their own conditionings, where they're not feeling 100, so they naturally just project onto whatever you give them to validate. So this makes you feel like, oh, am I not good enough for this person, or is this content that I've given them not good? Why did this person not like it? But that's the problem when you are seeking validation externally. Your validation will never be pure, and nobody can ever give you 100% validation like yourself, because you're the only person that can see, and you're the only person that can see how far you want to grow, how far your goals wants to go. So seeking validation isn't the right way to go. Now reassurance can be seen similar to validation, but it's completely different. Reassurance is an understanding between two people. For example, if you are in a situation with somebody, you are in a relationship with two people, you and the other person, you have your side of the relationship and they have their other side of the relationship. Two people need to come together to make this relationship work and understand what they can do for each other and how their relationship works. So reassurance is making sure that both parties are doing their side of the relationship. So in my side of the relationship, I'm making sure that person's validated. And when I say validated, not validated seeking external validation, but validated in, are they okay in our friendship, in our relationship? Am I doing my part, my side? Am I reassuring this person? Reassurance is super important in any relationship, because it allows the person to be free and allows the person to just go and talk to you and to feel comfortable, because they understand that they don't need to seek this external validation. They don't need to live for you, because they know that you are reassuring them. You are always validating them by understanding what they desire. So maybe someone's partner can have a love language, and this love language be physical attention. With reassurance, you communicate this and you say, I like physical attention. That person now understands that, so you are reassuring their relationship. So I see reassurance as communication and two parties understanding what they're supposed to do for each other, two parties that are completely in sync. So they know that I am the mother and I am the daughter. As a daughter, I need to also reassure my mother in our relationship. I need to keep up with who I am and what my job is, because I personally feel like in every single relationship we have two sides, so I'm going to keep up and the person should keep up. And that's why reassurance is important, because you are able to validate the other person without feeling like they need to seek this validation for you and become obsessive and become, you know, unhealthy attachment. When you are in a situation with a person and they are completely reassuring you, you're able to feel free. And I love the saying, love is freeing, not possession, because if you're in a relationship and a friendship, in any type of relationship where love is freeing, so where you are reassured, you don't need possession. And this is why seeking external validation is seen as negative, because external validation becomes possessive. External validation isn't free in love, because it's not two people together, it's one person who's seeking that without feeling comfortable that their relationship is reassured. So it's important to validate people in your relationship, to use validation in a positive way, validation in a way of reassurance, to make sure that you're keeping up with your side of the relationship, to make sure that you're communicative in your relationship so they are able to blossom, instead of unfortunately allowing somebody to potentially be seeking your validation as a superior form, when I feel like in a relationship we should all be equal. It shouldn't be an external validation where somebody is better than somebody because somebody else has to seek and hope and pray that they're going to validate them, rather than two people being in a situation where they both know what they can do for each other. It's important to understand that if you are an individual who feels that you are seeking external validation from an individual in your life to kind of fill your spirit and to move away from that, and I say that lightly because I'm not in anybody's situation. However, if you are externally seeking for somebody, it means that you are now putting yourself lower and this person's become superior because you are craving all their external validation. Even if that's your family member, understand to wheel it back in, or to have this communication, anybody in your life, to have the communication, or even a communication with yourself and say, why am I seeking this validation from individuals? Why am I defining my success and me on the opinions of others? And like I said before, the opinions of others is so subjective, because somebody could wake up today and feel horrible, so you're not validated anymore, and you can have a horrible day, a rubbish day, if you're seeking the validation from somebody else. Because if they woke up in a bad mood and you're speaking to them and you're seeking your validation from them, you automatically be in a bad mood. So the only person that truly can validate you, validate your goals, validate your dreams, is you. Nobody on earth, not even your family, not even your mom, your dad, your best friend, your boyfriend, your husband, can truly validate you. As people, we can only reassure and support, but the only person that can see your goals, the only person that when you wake up every day can see you, is you. Thank you guys for watching my YouTube video today. I hope that you have enjoyed it and understood what I meant by reassurance versus validation. I feel like it's very important, and it's super important to be somebody who has an open mind, an open heart, to see that relationships isn't just something we flow through, that we have to have two parties and there's two sides to a relationship. So one person understands who they are in that relationship, the other person understands who they are, and we're coming together to support each other, rather than being neglected by each other by seeking the validation, which will never allow us to blossom. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.